Yo, what's going on? This is TATSU. We're here on the east side of Austin, rolling smoke. This is Kyle.
How you doing?
What's up, Kyle?
How you doing?
So earlier this week, I said, "Hey, man, we're gonna do the show, and you know, Jester, the Filipino fist.
Oh yeah.
You know that guy.
Oh Mikey.
Yeah, oh Mikey. So, we asked him to see what he wants to eat, right, before the show.
Right.
And he said nachos. All right,
Always,
so
always.
perfect guy for it.
Yeah.
So here we are, and so tell me a little bit about what you made for Mikey, Jester, and then also DJ E Swift from Alcoholics.
Okay, cool. Well, for Mikey, we did a Filipino baby back adobo. Basically, what it sounds like. Just made some adobo sauce, glazed some baby backs all day in it. We're gonna cut that down and make it into nachos. Do some different styles, mixed cheese and guacamole, fresh, some green onions. A little garnish. But, for E Swift, we did more of an alcoholic nacho. We did an infusion with Mickey's and the chili, bullet bourbon sauce in the chili, putting that on top of chips with some of our queso, some sharp cheddar cheese, a little bit of burnt ends done in bullet bourbon sauce.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Kansas City style burnt ends with bullet bourbon sauce, topping it off with just a lot of cheddar cheese.
Nice. So tell me a little bit about Kansas style burnt ends. What's the difference between that and Texas style?
Basically, I guess this originated out of Kansas City. You just take the point of the brisket, the fatty top part, cut that into some squares, sauce that, throw it back on the smoker for about 45 minutes to an hour, and get more smoke on it, let that sauce caramelize, and it kind of turns into just a little meat candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the sauce is actually a little bit more vinegary, would you say, in Texas?
This sauce is just this is actually my bullet bourbon sauce.
Oh,
it's
okay.
kind of a hybrid of all things that I don't. It's just really alcoholic. It's got some sweetness, got a lot of vinegar, nice balance of spice and everything. So
nice. You use post oak.
Post oak all right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do anything special as far as smoking and barbecue and like what everybody's a little bit different.
Yeah, I just do my own thing. We're not really sticking by too many Central Texas rules around here. We're just kind of doing what we think tastes good and just doing what we like and hoping people like it and
Sounds good, man. Well, Filipino style nachos and alcoholic nachos.
Yep,
so stay tuned. So here we are with Jester, the Filipino fist. We go way back. Jester, great to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Congratulations, everything.
Oh, thank you.
What?
Appreciate it.
What?
Thank you.
That's what's up.
So Music Summit is about collaborating with artists, musicians, with chefs, and just try to come up with something. And then it's funny that you told me that you and Kyle was thinking about doing a nacho party or something like that, which is great. And it just happened at the same time when we started doing the show. I was like, hey, let's hit up Jester because he's done some food stuff with music stuff before. Now that brings me back when he did a BOCA burger DJ tour around the country. What the fuck is that about, man? You gotta enlighten me on that.
So I wasn't necessarily DJing on the BOCA. So it's a BOCA burger mobile, right?
Yeah.
So
did you buy it?
I applied. Graduated from college. I didn't know what I wanted to do, right? So I was in the career services center looking for jobs, and I came across the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Yeah.
At the time, Kraft Foods owned Oscar Mayer, but they also owned BOCA.
Yeah.
And they called me up, and I applied, sent me my resume. Done with school. Hey, I'm looking for a job. Blah blah. And they called me, and they're like, hey, we have this other thing that leaves sooner. It's called the BOCA Burger Mobile.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, BOCA Burgers. I know BOCA Burgers.
Yeah.
And so there was this crazy interview process. There were probably over 1,000 applicants.
Okay.
They ended up just being 6 teams of 3 that got it, all over the U.S. Right?
Oh, okay.
So everyone drove their own BOCA Burger.
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
So our job was to go to different festivals and just straight up make boca burgers, give them out.
Yeah.
Right. What I did. So keep in mind, this is before Facebook. This is before MySpace.
Yeah, I think I've read it on Chronicle or something. I was like, holy shit, Jester's doing a boca burger Gigi trip.
So what I did, I moved. So when I got the job, I was just living in hotels, right, for like 6 months. Yeah. And I put all my stuff in my parents' house. They live outside of Houston. And I called my mom, like, hey mom, how you doing? She was complaining, you have all this stuff at the house, you know, it's taking space in the garage.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, you know, why don't you send me some of it? And so at the time, RIVERWALK Riots, I don't know if you remember this mix CD I made, RIVERWALK Riots. It's like, why don't you send me send me those CDs?
Yeah.
So she sent me like just a gang of CDs, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Traveling the country for free, cooking up burgers. On my off days and after work, I'm gonna hit every independent record store, put my CDs on consignment.
With the boca burger.
With the boca
trailer.
Burger. Yes.
I pulled up.
I pulled up. I would literally grab boca burgers. So our job was to give them away anyways.
Yeah.
I'd grab, you know, boxes of boca burgers, bring them in first.
Yeah.
You know, hey, you guys want some boca burgers? I'm also a DJ. You know, so I get my CDs. So I go to like Other Music in New York when that was there. You know, every like independent record store like at that time on the East Coast and the Midwest. You know, just hit them up.
Yeah, I saw it like on some news or
So it blew up. So after that, that's why I was like, because I thought I was done. I was like, oh, I'm done DJing. I'm gonna get a job now. You know, after this 6-month thing, I'm gonna get a real job, whatever. But then it kind of pulled me back in.
Yeah.
Because I was just.
It was meant to be.
It's meant to be.
Yeah.
You know.
Nice, man. No, that's a trip. You never know what happens,
right?
You
never know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is before, like, you know, you can email. This is my link, whatever. Right. You know, it was just straight up, just kind of word of mouth.
Right.